Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. I don't know if this video is going to sound a little echoey or if it's going to sound worse or what. I'm pretty much recording in like an empty room right now. Moving out of my mom's house this weekend, moving cross country. So I'm going to be gone all weekend. So, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all these videos are going to be pre-recorded. I know I've talked about this before that some big news happens and some crazy stuff goes down this weekend. I'll definitely make sure to talk about it this next week. But, yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to get, up to date on all the latest information right as it's breaking as we usually would, but I will definitely get to everything. And today, I wanted to talk a little bit about Alphari because this situation continues to go on. We're not really exactly sure what his relationship is like with Team Liquid. It seems like it's bad, then it seems like it's good, then they're fixing it, then it's getting worse. We don't really know, but it seems like more and more people are saying they don't really expect Alphari to be back with Team Liquid next season, which is very, very interesting. So then we have to start wondering, what could possibly be next for him? And a lot of people have been saying, oh, it's time for Alphari to go back to Europe. Europe is where he belongs. So let's talk about that. Definitely make sure you guys do drop a like on this video. I would appreciate it a ton. Also, the likes are really, really going to help me this weekend because my channel's probably not going to be doing as good as it usually does. So every extra like, every little bit of support would be absolutely awesome because, I don't want my channel to die over the weekend just because I got to take a couple of days off. I mean, I haven't really taken a day off the whole year, but it is what it is. Also, subscribe to stay updated on my latest content. With that being said, here we go. So, I think we have to start out by taking a look at Alphari's contract, which I believe I have pulled up right here. That's not what I meant to do. We have Alphari, as you can see right here in the orange. He is under contract with Team Liquid until November 2023. This man has 5 more splits left on his contract, and barely into the second split of this 6-split contract, he's already having some issues, and that sucks. And the thing about this is, since this contract is so long, and since it's for so much money, I don't know the exact amount of money, but this was a big free agent signing, and we know Team Liquid always throws around the big bucks. We know paid by Steve, the big meme, yada, yada, yada. This is going to be a huge buyout. If he is going to be bought out, whether it's by an LCS team, LEC team, whatever, it is going to be big money. They're going to be paying him a lot of money, but they're also going to be getting 4 splits of him, and that is going to be very, very valuable. Team Liquid is going to be losing 4 splits of an MVP caliber player, and then they're also going to need to fill their own need of top lane. Just because they have a bad relationship with Alphari doesn't all of a sudden mean that Alphari's contract and kind of commodity as a player isn't super, super valuable, because it absolutely is. So just right off the bat, the amount of money and buyout and everything it's going to cost for Alphari is going to price a lot of teams out of things. So also, Alphari is so good, you assume he's not just going to go to, some mid-tier team, some bottom-tier team. It's not going to be worth teams like that to spend all this kind of money unless they are, really going to be in contention for at least a world spot, if not, like, LEC titles and stuff like that. Because I get what people are saying. A lot of people are saying he should return to the LEC. Some people are saying maybe he doesn't even like North America. Maybe after this whole situation, he just wants to go back home. Maybe with some of his personal issues and everything, maybe he'd be back home with his family and his friends and all that, and I totally get that. And maybe his personality isn't going over super well in North America. Maybe, it's rubbing some people the wrong way. Maybe he's a little blunt, whatever. Maybe that's been his problems with Team Liquid. That could be right. Again, I don't know. That's all speculation, but I totally understand that. I promise. I get it. I do. So I'm willing to, hear you guys out. And yeah, maybe he's better off in Europe. So we get thinking about the different top lane options, and as far as like top teams go, I know there's Rogue. Obviously Odo Omna has been doing super, super well, and some people think he might even be the best top laner in the LEC right now. So would they replace Odo for him? I don't know, but Odo has a contract until 2022, so maybe that would be an option, maybe not. I think Rogue with Alphari on it would be really, really sick, but I don't exactly know how much money Rogue has. I don't know if they're going to be a huge spending team, and I don't really think they're going to be going out and getting Alphari. I think another interesting option is Vitality. Obviously, they have a ton of money. They just recently signed SLT. Now, they signed him to a long-term contract until November 2023. And are they going to give up on SLT after just one split? Maybe. I mean, if Alphari's there and they can go from an upgrade of Alphari to SLT, they might just do that. Maybe they can send SLT down to the academy team. Maybe they can sell SLT off to another team. I think this could be interesting. Alphari on this Vitality team, this might be something that works out really, really well. Now, the interesting part here is that Self-Made is an expiring contract. I'm not sure if they have any other expiring contract. Crown Shot is also going to be a free agent. So this Vitality team a year from now, or even a split from now, might look way different. So yes, Vitality has the money, and they have the potential to be a top team, but it's very possible that Self-Made leaves. Maybe Crown Shot comes back, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. So maybe a year from now, Vitality won't even be a top team. So I don't know about that. One team that I do think would be very, very interesting is Mad Lions. I'm not the biggest fan of Arma. I think he's maybe a little bit overrated, or maybe he's rated correctly. Maybe people don't think he's that great. I'm not sure. But I think an upgrade in the top lane would be absolutely insane for Mad Lions. I think having Alphari on this team would be crazy. This team has some very, very good, young, talented players with super high ceilings. And Arma has talent. Arma could potentially develop into a stud in the future. And you know, he's signed till 2023. Maybe he's getting better and better. But right now, I see him as one of the big things holding back Mad Lions. I think overall they have a lot of inconsistent players. I think Humanoid can be pretty inconsistent. I think Karzi can be wildly inconsistent. But man, Alphari in the top lane, that would be absolutely sick. Now, is Mad Lions willing to spend all that money? Do they even have the money to go out and get an Alphari? I'm not exactly sure. And also the big thing here is that there is rumors that Kaiser, who is a free agent this offseason, might be leaving Mad Lions. And then this might be another situation where if Mad Lions is going to start to break up a little bit, if they're going to lose Kaiser, which a lot of people see as the most valuable player on this team, maybe they're not a team that's going to be looking to go out and make a bunch of big moves, or maybe they would be. Maybe that would make them more likely to need a new franchise player. I'm not exactly sure. But the comment I've been getting the most, and perhaps a team in Europe that makes the most sense, might just be G2 Esports. Maybe not, but man, I think it's fun to think about, and I think it's fun to talk about. Now, Wunder. Obviously, Wunder, their longtime top laner, he is a free agent in 2022. So he does still have some more years under his contract. That's a good and a bad thing. You know, they do already have a top laner. They already have a very, very good top laner. This guy has insane international experience. This guy's won a bunch of titles. He's been so good for so long. But this past playoffs and in the spring, you know, who knows how the summer will go? Who knows how summer split will go? Summer playoffs, worlds, whatever, we'll see. We didn't get to see Wunder at MSI, obviously, so we don't know how he would have done internationally. But there was a lot of questions and a lot of flame pointed towards Wunder in the summer split playoffs. A lot of people were, you know, making fun of him. There was all the memes about playing World of Warcraft and not playing solo queue and how bad he was playing. And I think he was a big, big reason of why G2 didn't win the summer split. Was he the only reason? No. There was a lot of G2 members underperforming, but Wunder was for sure one of them. There was so many games where he was just absolutely invisible. And again, G2, they went from World Finals to World Semis to not even qualifying to MSI. Who knows how Summer Split's going to go? Who knows how World is going to go? And if they keep having worse and worse results, worse and worse performances, we know Carlos is a guy who's willing to do anything to win. We know he's willing to make crazy moves. He's willing to do anything. And there's going to be a lot of teams. If G2 decides to move on from Wunder, if they decide to sell him off, there's going to be a ton of teams that want Wunder. And there's going to be some teams looking for some big buyouts. I mean, there's going to be some teams offering some big-time money to G2, and that would make it easier to buy out Alphari, but G2 also has the money anyway to just go out and buy Alphari, and top lane in Europe is really, really hard to come by. There's not a lot of great top laners, and there's, you know, not a ton of great top laners in the LCS either. There's really not a ton of great options. And maybe G2 wants to look for a Korean or a Chinese top laner or something. But as far as Western top laners go, if Alphari does become available, if his relationship is so bad with Team Liquid that he's going to be leaving, Alphari could be one of the only options out there for G2 to get a legitimate upgrade or, you know, side grade at the least in the top lane over Wunder. Now, would Alphari fit in? Would G2 be interested? Are they even going to want to move on from Wunder? Is Wunder going to continue to underperform? I don't know for sure, but man, it is really, really fun and interesting to think about a world where, you know, G2 kind of comes in, saves the day, grabs Alphari, and I think he'd fit in really, really well to this lineup. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be interesting. And then seeing Wunder, you know, on Vitality or on Mad Lions or on some new team like that, I think that'd be pretty cool too. But we'll just have to wait and see. That's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. Leave a comment down below. Do you think that G2 Alphari could happen? What other team could you see him on? Where would you want to see him? I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay updated on my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace!